I've done about 180 miles of another 200-mile journey. I'm heading from Brighton back to Nottingham, and this will be the last journey for some weeks. I fear as long as 12 weeks. Tonight we've gone here in the UK. About 2 hours ago, the Prime Minister came on TV, and he's placed the country back into a total COVID lockdown. So all travel's banned. Obviously there'll be absolutely no foreign travel whatsoever, and it's quite frankly, it's nothing short of a nightmare. Those of you that watch my videos will be completely aware that for a couple of months I've been suggesting that this would happen by the end of January. To be absolutely truthful, I believed it would be the end of January. I didn't think my worst nightmare would be the beginning of January. So great, we are where we are, and I've got a lot of work planned for the car. Truthfully, I would prefer to just continue working with my business. I've got a small hair salon. I'd prefer to continue working and earn a small living, but inevitably, I've known it's going to close. So I've got all of the pieces I need to completely rebuild the front suspension, totally rebuild and overhaul the braking system, parts of the rear suspension that I can get to with the cage in situ. I'm not removing the cage, but it very well might take this lockdown very well might take us through till close to Easter, which will be a bloody nightmare, but we've been here before, and it's very unpleasant, but I'm sure we can survive it again. I did mention in a previous video a few days ago that I was having trouble with the battery, and the car was sort of I was having real difficulty starting it, and we're going to a very dark bit, but never mind. I was having difficulty starting the car, and I was wondering if there was something wrong with the battery, if it could have been a fake Lucas part, or maybe I had loose connections somewhere, or there was perhaps a little bit of a small light was staying on. I thought about it quite a lot, and I did actually buy this battery brand new 12 months ago, and I didn't use the battery at all. I bought it from my previous Jaguar, which was actually slightly newer than this one. It was a 1996, and it was only a 3.2 litre engine. This car is a 4.2 litre engine. I didn't fit it to the old car at all. I just got rid of the car before fitting the battery, but I kept the battery. So that could be something to do with it. That I'm actually trying to start a 4.2 litre car with a battery intended for a 3.2. I haven't actually checked what the standard ampage should be. I haven't checked what the ampage should be on the battery for a 4.2. I believe this one's either 70 or 75 amps. So I'm going to be looking at getting a slightly higher ampage battery, perhaps nearer to 100 amps, but we'll see. I've been in Brighton where it's nowhere near as cold, and the battery didn't fail at all, but in Nottingham it's considerably colder, several degrees colder, and we quite often have an awful lot of ice. So last week, the car was frozen solid all week. I didn't drive it for 5 days, and with the ice, I think the ice just zapped what bit of energy the battery had, and it wouldn't start. But it's a new battery. It's only had 6 months of use, and it's been motorway use. It's not been stop start use. It's been motorway use with a lot of charge on the alternator. So it really shouldn't have failed, even the once. It's pretty much a brand new battery. But I don't think there's anything wrong with the battery. I can't claim the battery. I can't claim on the warranty, because I believe I'm using a battery which is a little bit too small for the car. So never mind. So I'll just have to put my hand in my pocket and buy another brand new one, and I'll have this one, which is virtually new, sitting around surplus to requirement. But never mind. I'll do some tests on the battery over the coming days. I won't be going to work. I'll just be sort of nursing an empty business premises. I have to visit every other day or so. You can't just leave you can't just leave a business premises for weeks on end with valuables on site and expect to be insured. There's no way in God's earth the insurance would pay out. And it's the same with my house. I couldn't just leave the house unoccupied and spend the time with my wife and daughter in Brighton. We don't have a house, so we have an apartment. It's more modest, but Brighton's a considerably more expensive place to live. So it's going to be very, very strange staying away from the family yet again for 3 months. I fear 3 months. We might be done and dusted in 6 weeks, but I very, very much doubt that. So there's going to be a huge amount of time for doing the planned works on this car. Thankfully, I did think ahead and buy the parts, whilst I was able to do so, whilst I was still actually earning a small amount. Business has been far from good for many months, if we've been open at all. We've not been open to normal trade, but at least I was earning so I could buy the parts. Now that I'm not earning, I sort of refuse to sort of dip into cash reserves to buy parts for a car. So I will not be buying anything else under the lockdown. What I have will get fitted. What I don't have will just jolly well have to wait. So I'll film everything, and as I'm sure those of you that watch the films will know that. Of course I'll film it and discuss everything that I do on the way.